Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. First off, I want to apologize for this video being so late, but yes, I am finally showing you guys how to connect all of the Hogwarts sets that LEGO made in 2021 and 2022. I know it's taken me a really long time. I've had a very busy summer. I built the Harry Potter sets pretty late, and then I've just been caught up with the new Ninjago sets, the Sanctum Sanctorum, and of course, like life stuff outside of LEGO. So I'm finally ready to make this video though. LEGO has released an official connection method for all of the sets released in the last 2 years, so I'm very glad we got that update. But it's still missing a couple, like it's still missing the gift with purchase sets, and I don't know if I'm really gonna like how that connection method plays out. So we're gonna try it, and then we're gonna try some of my own designs. But we'll see what we can come up with, because there's also like way too many LEGO Hogwarts sets now. I will be doing a video with the 2018 to 2022 sets as well. But like, I don't even know if I can fit them all on one shelf anymore. Just to give you guys a quick rundown of the sets that we have here, there's the Fluffy Encounter set at the back for $40, released in 2021. We've got the Chamber of Secrets in the middle, released in 2021 for $130, although I think the price on that might have increased on August 1st. In like that little middle section, we've got the Hogwarts Polyjuice Potion Mistake, 2021, $20. That right there is the Hogwarts Staircase gift with purchase set, so you cannot buy that at retail, and it did sell out very quickly, unfortunately. We've also got the other gift with purchase set hiding behind it. That was the Gryffindor Dormitory. Then we've kind of got the Hogwarts First Flying Lessons set scattered around here. Part of it is over there, part of it is over there. That set retails for $30 in the US, and it is a Kohl's exclusive. Then in the middle, we have Sirius's Courtyard Rescue, something like that. That was released in 2022 for $50, which is a little bit steep. On top of like those two sections is the Hogwarts Hospital Wing, 2022 for, I think, also $50, if I'm not mistaken. And then at the back, my favorite one is Dumbledore's Office, released in 2022 for $80. All right, so here we have LEGO's official recommended connection method. And I did not look at this very closely before I actually, went to the instructions just now to put these sections together. And I like it a lot more than I thought I would, surprisingly. There are some things that I don't like. First of all, this is obviously not an architecturally accurate Hogwarts. This is just meant to be Hogwarts vibes, which I'm okay with, because we have an architecturally accurate Hogwarts with the direct-to-consumer set, and then we have a mostly architecturally accurate Hogwarts with the 2018 to 2020 sets. And I do wish LEGO had continued that system, but I'm liking the modular system a lot more now that LEGO's finally broken up the wall of monotonous flat tan. I really don't like that LEGO's using so many of these like kind of single preformed wall pieces. Like, they should be putting stickers on them, they should be printing them, they should be like jazzing them up a little bit, but they've used way fewer of them this year. I think there were only the 2 in the Sirius's Courtyard set. So what LEGO's done here is they've kind of split up Dumbledore's office. The library went into the bottom right corner, and then they swapped like the towers. They swapped Dumbledore's office with the tower that came in the Chamber of Secrets set. They've also added a little courtyard off the side of the Great Hall, which is, that's how it is in the movie. And I think that that is the most awkward section of the build. I just think it sticks out too much, and there's not enough around it to explain like that kind of solitary tower. But again, I even like that more than I thought I would. And then because the hospital wing has angles, because Dumbledore's office has angles, you get a very interesting shape to the whole thing. My least favorite section is, again, this one, and for the previous reasons I mentioned, but also because it's a sharp 90-degree angle. I wish I could just pull out the Great Hall a little bit more. But I mean, I could do that with some of like the hinged bricks from the hospital wing. I could do that with Dumbledore's office if I wanted to put it there instead, like the library part of it. So yeah, so overall, I really like this section of this build quite a bit. And then it's just that I wish I could angle the Great Hall closer to me so that I could see it a little bit better. Here's a bit of a closer look at the section that I liked so much. The hospital wing just does wonders for this system. It looks so good, like the roof, the white windows, everything. I do feel a little bit awkward about the clock tower being like shunted off to the side, so I think I might move it back into the middle, because I think that that middle section could do with something with a little bit more height. Dumbledore's office, I still love like this section of the build, but I think it does look a little bit awkward coming out of something that's so flat and featureless. So again, I might play around with that a little bit more. But I don't think I'm going to be changing this as much as I thought I would. I, for the most part, really like this setup, and it's fun to come up with different like Hogwarts combinations. But honestly, once I find something I like, I'm not very motivated to take it apart and keep like doing different things that I don't like quite as much. The interior on this configuration is pretty decent, but I do have some issues with it. Not all of the features like work the way they're supposed to, and that does bother me. So Fluffy's like little containment chamber is down at the bottom there, although I forgot to stick him in there, so I apologize for that. So that means that the trapdoor doesn't go anywhere, and then the devil's snare room is below the hospital wing, and so like it's also inaccessible. One thing I do like though, the girls' bathroom feature still works. Very glad that LEGO like made that stay in the same spot. And then we've also got like this nice little corner formed by the Chamber of Secrets that I really like. You do have the courtyard staircase there, which is a little bit awkward, being so close to the Chamber of Secrets, but I like the kind of I don't like the right angle, just from a display standpoint. And I also cannot display my castle like that because my shelf isn't this deep. But from a play standpoint, I actually really like it because you're spit out into the Chamber of Secrets, and then you have this like whole corner that's just kind of like dungeon play area. And I think that that really kind of separates it from the rest of the castle, except that courtyard section, in a really nice way. The other thing I don't like though, Dumbledore's office, again, I don't love how it looks from the exterior just because the girls' bathroom is very featureless on the other side. And I also don't like that his office is right above the girls' bathroom. Because to me, Dumbledore's office, like it's supposed to be in one of those small towers like in the movie. It should be secluded. It should be its own thing. So when it was above the library, I think that made sense to me because the library is a more secluded part of Hogwarts that people don't go to as much. So I like how it felt a little bit separated. And then on the flip side, you've got this classroom and Lockhart's office, which is like all the way off to the edge of the castle where no one's ever going to see it. So I do think I'm going to switch those things back around because I do like the height that Dumbledore's office adds to the middle here, but I think that he should be the one that's away at the edge of the castle, like kind of away from the hustle and bustle of student life. And while I love the angling that you can get on the exterior when you're displaying it, I also really like that it's very easy to just move this flat for play. Because I think that this, like, that works really well, that you can like kind of bend it out and then you can bring it back in. It doesn't lock into place or anything. I'm really glad that LEGO introduced like hinges in 2022. My appreciation for this system has increased like tenfold since last year, just because of what LEGO has done in this year, like to make up for what we didn't like last year. So I'm really glad about that. I mean, I still prefer the 2018 system, but this one's growing on me very quickly. So if we get like more awesome sets in 2023, I think I might be fully won over. However, while I do like this display configuration a lot more than I expected, I really hate how many pieces of the castle LEGO just doesn't use. So I don't like that Fluffy's like trapdoor section isn't above the devil's snare area. And LEGO didn't need to do that. You have so many more sections of the castle that you could use. We have the Gryffindor dorm section. We have 2 8x8s from the first flying lesson set. We've got the doorway for that set, which doesn't connect well to anything. There's the roof of the Fluffy section, which I understand why they didn't use. There's always going to be leftover roof pieces once you start stacking. And then we have the elephant in the room, the grand staircase set. I love that gift with purchase set. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's a beautiful display piece on its own. But it's completely out of system to like next to the rest of the castle. You can't stack on top of it. You can't, there's no removable roof or anything. It's way bigger than all the other sections. So finding a place for that is going to be really hard. But why didn't LEGO include these like in the official configuration? I mean, I know the reason. The reason is because they're exclusives. And so LEGO doesn't want to show kids something that they can't readily buy. But I think that's kind of dumb. I mean, they are made by LEGO. They are sold by LEGO in the case of the first flying lesson set, and they're given out as free gifts by LEGO in the case of the 2 gift with purchases. And so I think they should show them. So I really don't like that these things are kind of just like floating around. I get that they're exclusives and LEGO doesn't want to put them in the instruction manual. Then give us a guide online about where you want them to fit in. Because it's not that I lack imagination and I can't find a place for them. It's that it makes it feel like they don't matter. It makes it feel like LEGO doesn't care about them. And so then, like, why did you make them? And that's how I feel about the Grand Staircase gift with purchase in particular. Because it doesn't fit in with the system and because LEGO isn't telling you how, like, they even think it should fit in, I'm just like, then why make it part of this system? Like, why not just make it its own thing? So stuff like that irritates me, because LEGO, if you're going to break the system to make a beautiful gift with purchase set, then you better tell me how you think I'm supposed to put it in my castle, because right now I'm just assuming that you don't know either. Alright, so here's the new combination that I've come up with, and I like some parts of it a little bit more, but something about it still feels kind of off to me. I don't love this tower here. Again, it's just very plain, like with the exterior of the bathroom, but there's no better place to put that really. So, I mean, I don't love that. I just threw in the door from the Quidditch set, from that first flying lesson set. I just threw it down there to kind of break up the walls of the castle. But again, I wish that there was something that was just a little bit taller. I really like what I've done with the clock tower. I think that's my favorite part. I've put a section from Fluffy's encounter at the base along with the other first flying lesson bits, and I have centered the clock tower again, so I think that looks perfect. I had to tuck a piece from Sirius's rescue like down into the corner there, which I don't think looks the best, but there's no better thing to put there. And I do like what I've done to Dumbledore's office. I put the Gryffindor dorms right there, and I've attached the gift with purchase set on the edge, which looks very, very awkward. But the rest of it, I think, looks good, even though the Gryffindor dorms are not very, like, exciting to look at from like, the front. Overall, I've realized I'm kind of running into the same problems that I was running into last summer. We need more 8x8 modules. I don't know, like, why, but it's just, like, when in LEGO's like form, I feel like you don't need more 8x8 modules, but then once you want to break away from that a little bit and get the accurate play features, you need more. Like, it's just very odd, because I want to put like 2 8x8s right there. I want to put another 8x8 on top of the Fluffy section so that tower can like breathe a little bit more. So that's like at least 3 more 8x8 modules that I want, basically. And I don't want to remove that one because it makes like a nice little right angle corner. Even though I don't love the right angle corner, it's better than having everything be flat. So I don't know, like I'm really kind of lost with what to do with these Hogwarts sets at this point, because I just wish, I don't know, it's not even that I wish LEGO would make more sets, it's just that, because I feel like we have a very good number now. I wish that they would incorporate the exclusives into their own configurations, just so that we have an idea of like where the designers want to put them, because they designed these sets. They designed the sets to be compatible with each other, so why don't they like show us that compatibility? All right, so I've walled everything up again to just give us an easier look at the interior. We do have Fluffy's section like working well again, and I think having that little, even though it doesn't look that great from the exterior, like having the broom locked up next to like the dungeon area, I think makes sense. And then I have the little trophy room next to the library, which I think works very well. The Gryffindor dorms above the library, a little bit odd, but I think it works. And then that's why I put the gift with purchase set on the edge there. But you can see that set just does not work with any of this at all. Like, yes, the doorways will line up, but I do not like the way it looks connected to anything else. I do not like the way it sticks out. I'm not a big fan of it. And then, I don't know, it's just like the middle section over here. I really like kind of like the rising and falling tower heights, but I just want like, again, 8x8 modules right there to make that section a little bit taller. So overall, I mean, I like this configuration, but I still don't love it. And I'm not going to tinker with it anymore tonight, because like I am tired. It's getting late. I'm driving back up to school tomorrow. And yeah, I can't. I don't want to put any more effort into this, so that's where this connection video is going to end for now. I'm going to hopefully tinker with this stuff a little bit more in the winter, but I feel like it's also kind of hard for me to like tinker with it while I'm building. Recently for the Sanctum Sanctorum, I spent like 3 hours just figuring out where to place it in my city, and then in the video I could just kind of show you guys the best things that I came up with. And so that might be a better approach to these videos in the future, because there's just so many sections now and I'm just getting overwhelmed with it. And honestly, like, I'm not motivated enough to like do anything super cool. So I'm probably just going to leave this here, and then I doubt I'll be able to get you guys an update in October, but I'll try to get you guys an update in December, which I know is a very long time away. But I'm sure other YouTubers have videos on it, and I mean, I did try today, so I hope that you guys still enjoyed like the different things that I tried. I will not be making that like 2018 to 2022 updated video. I feel like it's kind of useless. I mean, we all know what the 2018 sets look like. I've shown them connected like to these ones before. So again, that update video might also come in December, but it really just depends. It's getting hard to make these videos, I'm going to be perfectly honest, because there's so many things floating around. It's like overwhelming my studio space. And honestly, like I'm just going to put them on a shelf together. But yeah, I know I'll have to figure that out next time I'm home. So thank you guys for watching today. I know that this has not been my most exciting Hogwarts update video, but I hope you guys still had a good time. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I will see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.